The sergeant can accompany him to attend the man's can. Never mind. I'll wait. You think, look, you people, the guards, I mean, you must talk on your breaks. What's going on in there? Will they have a verdict tonight? I can't say, sir. Usually they hold court-martials over at the Annex or at C&C headquarters. Never seen one here before. When Dan said nothing more, the Marine waited, then about-faced again. After 1.5 seconds at attention, he snapped back to parade rest. Dan contemplated the rigid back until his attention wandered. He'd gulped one of the white pills at 1600 and found it hard to concentrate. He looked at the table. 3 magazines lay squared across it. Leatherneck, Proceedings of the Naval Institute, Annual Report of the Joint Chiefs of Staff. He'd read them all twice. His cap lay cocked across the corner, its cover yellow in the artificial brilliance. The bill smudged where his fingers grasped it to take it off. He crossed his legs again, the other way, and his eyes followed the crease of service dress blue trousers to the toe of his shoe. He'd polished them that morning at the Marriott, Susan still asleep. With one arm, it was a slow, painful process that he nevertheless cherished for its familiarity, for the achievement of a small perfection. As the layers smoothed under his blackened fingers, his image emerged as from a calming pool. Long, pale face, short, sandy hair, gray eyes. A wide mouth that smiled only reluctantly. When he was on the stand, he'd glance down at them sometimes, reassuring himself. He'd bought this pair the day he was commissioned. Now, contemplating them with the intense attention lent by a morphine derivative, he saw that beneath the gloss they were scuffed and cracked. They'd stood too many watches, absorbed too much salt water, slammed into too many knee-knockers on Ryan. Ryan. Always his thoughts came back to her. Relic of war, bride and harlot, first loved of so many in the strength of their youth, and he'd cursed and loved her too. He closed his eyes and shivered. If only he could do it over, climb her gangway again for the first time, the future gleaming like his Academy-issue bars. Could cast off, clear of the land and its complications, ambiguities, encumbrances. Could cling to the starboard rail as a green comber boarded, as chunks of brash ice the size of scuttlebutts ground frozen pink off steel. Above 70 degrees north, everything had been so clear. Unequivocal as a wind like a snowman's fist, driving a man's breath back into his throat. Concrete as a fire pump fitting, brass smooth and yellow as machined gold. Unquestionable as a hard-right rudder when a surfaced submarine looms from a midnight swirl of fog. He'd boarded her like a boy going to his first woman. He'd gone to her in nervous eagerness, with secret dreams and secret doubt, and like a woman, she'd fulfilled some and shattered others. And then, outlined in fire, she'd abandoned them all. His head sagged, and his good hand came up, shaking, to his face. From beneath the soothing of the drug, anger and regret rose like the slow loft of the ocean-dominating moon. "What else could we have done?" he whispered. The fading light crept across the tiles, retreating pace by pace, as outside the day dimmed to night. Alone in the ticking stillness, he stared down into a gray-green shimmer of tears. It parted before his eyes and became the sea. Part 1. The Ship. Chapter 1. Newport, Rhode Island. 30 feet below him, the gray-green sea surged restlessly.